Is being a billionaire's wife truly a dream come true? Or is it a golden cage filled with dark secrets? Behind the designer bags and sparkling diamonds, there's a hidden world of pain and mystery. Stay with Eagle Discovery as we uncover the shocking truth about the lives of these women. Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates, once known as the wife of billionaire Bill Gates, made headlines in 2021 when their unexpected divorce sent shockwaves around the world. On May 3rd, the couple filed for divorce in Washington's King County Court. Although the financial details were kept under wraps, the media frenzy that followed was intense. The division of Bill Gates's multi-billion-dollar fortune became a major talking point, grabbing everyone's attention. In a surprising twist, Anne Winblad, Bill Gates's ex-girlfriend, was also mentioned in the news about the divorce. Despite their split, Bill and Anne had maintained a friendly relationship over the years, with reports surfacing that Bill continued to spend weekends vacationing with her on the Northern California coast. Back in 1997, Bill even told Time magazine that he had consulted Anne before marrying Melinda in 1994, as part of an agreement they made early in their relationship. According to the New York Times, Bill Gates had reportedly distanced himself from Melinda over the years, while his relationships with other women at Microsoft and the Gates Foundation raised eyebrows. The public was taken aback by the unraveling of a nearly 30-year marriage. But for Melinda, the writing had been on the wall since 2019, when she began preparing for the inevitable split. Veronica Lario. Silvio Berlusconi, the Italian media mogul, was at the height of his success in the early 1980s. From 1978 to 1983, his media company Fininvest brought him millions of euros, making him a household name in Italy. He broke the state monopoly on television broadcasting, owning the first private network that reached homes across the country. It was during this time that Berlusconi met and fell head over heels for the artist Veronica Lario. Their whirlwind romance quickly turned into a relationship, leaving his first wife Elvira behind. Veronica, his second wife, was elegant and composed, rarely stepping into the spotlight despite her ties to the entertainment world. Together, they had 3 children: Barbara, Eleonora, and Luigi. However, even as Berlusconi's business and political career reached new heights, his marriage to Veronica began to crumble. Publicly, he often made inappropriate comments, even once flirting with a nude model, Mara Carfagna, in front of the press at a 2007 party. Berlusconi joked, "If I weren't married, I would marry you right now." This was just one example of his many high-profile scandals. Throughout his life, Berlusconi faced numerous legal battles, with a staggering 86 trials linked to his name. Despite being involved in tax fraud and corruption cases, he never spent time in jail, managing to appeal many of the charges successfully. He even claimed to have done more for women in Italy than anyone else, famously appointing Mara Carfagna as the Minister for Equal Opportunities in his government. The final straw for Veronica came in 2009, when news broke of Berlusconi's relationship with Nomi Letizia, a much younger woman. This prompted Veronica to file for divorce, accusing him of constantly surrounding himself with younger women. While the divorce was settled, the financial battle continued for years, with Veronica initially receiving 3 million euros per month in alimony. In recent years, Berlusconi successfully reduced this amount to 1.4 million euros, although legal proceedings are still ongoing. Linda Andrade. Linda Andrade, originally from Jordan, married the well-known cryptocurrency trader Ricky Andrade when she was just 19 years old. From that point on, she became widely recognized for living a lavish, over-the-top lifestyle. However, what truly captured everyone's attention was a video she posted called "The Hardships of Marrying a Rich Husband." In it, Linda sheds light on the hidden struggles that come with being married to a Dubai-based millionaire. One of the most surprising revelations was the constant pressure to look flawless. According to Linda, being married to a wealthy man means you always have to be glamorous and camera-ready, no matter the situation. She also talked about the overwhelming lifestyle, like constantly being surrounded by too much food, having every meal feel like a feast, and never flying anything less than first class. It wasn't just the glamorous lifestyle that weighed on her. Linda confessed to feeling worn out from the endless traveling, moving from one country to another with barely any time to breathe. Not to mention, privacy was a rare luxury, as they always had a team of bodyguards. Even simple activities, like going out or driving, were off-limits unless accompanied by her husband or a guard. Despite receiving extravagant gifts like designer bags, Cartier jewels, and even gold after disagreements, Linda admitted these gestures left her feeling more overwhelmed than loved. She shared her constant fear of robbery or her husband becoming interested in other women. After the video was released, the public's reaction was mostly negative, with viewers criticizing her for not appreciating her lifestyle. Georgina Chapman. In the heart of New York, Georgina Chapman joined forces with Karen Craig to establish the fashion brand Marchesa in 2004. Inspired by the elegance of Italian socialite Luisa Casati, Marchesa quickly rose in the fashion world with its refined and poetic designs. As part of New York's high society, Georgina eventually crossed paths with Harvey Weinstein, a giant in the film industry, and soon after, they were married. Thanks to Weinstein's clout in Hollywood, Marchesa thrived, and Georgina's designs graced the red carpet at countless major events. For a time, the couple seemed unstoppable, exuding glamour and power as they attended award shows and galas together. However, beneath the surface, dark secrets were brewing that would eventually come to light. When Weinstein's sexual harassment allegations were made public, Georgina had to make one of the toughest decisions of her life. Despite their empire and the life they built together, she chose to leave him, prioritizing the safety of herself and her children. The entire facade of their perfect marriage crumbled, as did Weinstein's influence in Hollywood. The scandal shook Georgina's life and career to the core. Dozens of women, 87 to be exact, including stars like Angelina Jolie and Gwyneth Paltrow, came forward to accuse Weinstein of harassment. In response, Marchesa's future became uncertain, with celebrities distancing themselves from the brand. But despite these setbacks, Georgina didn't back down. She retreated from the public eye, taking time to focus on her children and reimagining the future of Marchesa. In an emotional interview, Georgina expressed her heartbreak over the victims' experiences and her dedication to protecting her family. Through this vulnerability, she gained public sympathy and was able to open a new chapter in both her personal life and her career, determined to separate her brand from the shadows of her past. Wendi Deng. Wendi Deng's story is nothing short of incredible. Born into a poor working-class family in China, Wendi grew up facing immense challenges. Her early years were spent in a harsh factory environment where she faced discrimination and difficult conditions. But Wendi wasn't one to back down. She found her passion in volleyball, which helped her develop the grit and determination that would eventually lead her to the American dream. After moving to the U.S., Wendi pursued her education, earning a degree in economics from California State University and a scholarship to Yale's School of Management. It was at Star TV in Hong Kong, a subsidiary of Rupert Murdoch's News Corp, where her life took a significant turn. Wendi worked closely with Murdoch during a business trip to Shanghai, and the two quickly formed a bond. Not long after, Rupert divorced his wife of 32 years and married Wendi in 1999, just weeks after finalizing his divorce. Wendi brought new energy into Murdoch's life, influencing both his fashion choices and business strategies. She played a key role in pushing Murdoch to expand his media empire into the Chinese market, while also forming relationships with influential figures like Tony Blair, Ivanka Trump, and Nicole Kidman. As vice president of Star TV, Wendi was at the height of her power, but cracks began to form in her marriage to Murdoch. Rumors of a secret relationship between Wendi and Tony Blair began circulating, and the media latched onto the story. These allegations put an enormous strain on her marriage, and in 2013, Wendi and Murdoch finalized their high-profile divorce. Wendi walked away with significant wealth and continued to build her network with powerful individuals, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and former Google chairman Eric Schmidt. Wendi also ventured into tech investments, backing companies like Uber and Snapchat. Her love life, however, has had its ups and downs, including a brief romance with a much younger model, Bertold Zahoran. While the relationship didn't last, Wendi's influence and status remain as strong as ever, even as her ex-husband remarried in 2016. Elaine Wynn. Elaine Wynn is a name that resonates power and resilience, especially in the world of Las Vegas. Born in New York, Elaine's modest beginnings didn't hint at the extraordinary future that lay ahead. After college, she met Steve Wynn, the man who would not only become her husband, but also her partner in transforming Las Vegas into the entertainment capital of the world. In the late 1960s, Elaine and Steve Wynn made their move to Las Vegas, where they began to build a hospitality empire. Together, they created iconic casinos like the Mirage and the Bellagio, revolutionizing the city with luxurious resorts that attracted millions of visitors. Elaine played a pivotal role in these developments, blending creativity with business savvy. But despite their success, the couple's personal life didn't fare as well. After years of marriage, Elaine and Steve went through a bitter and very public divorce that shocked the media and became one of the most expensive in history. The legal battle didn't just involve money but control over their empire, with both parties making serious allegations against each other. Elaine accused Steve of reckless management, while Steve claimed Elaine violated her fiduciary duties. The fallout from their divorce rocked the entire casino industry. Despite the scandal, Elaine remained a major shareholder and board member, but her position was uncertain. She faced a delicate balance of maintaining her influence while dealing with the aftermath of their legal battle. Nevertheless, Elaine continued to contribute to the growth of Las Vegas, and her creative vision for the city's hospitality scene remains influential to this day. Ruth Madoff. Let's dive into the life of Ruth Madoff, a woman whose name is forever tied to one of the largest financial frauds in history. Born into a modest middle-class family in Queens, New York, Ruth always longed for a life of luxury and sophistication. Her ambitions led her to marry Bernie Madoff, a charming and driven man whose career would eventually catapult them into a world of unimaginable wealth. In 1959, Ruth and Bernie's paths officially intertwined, not only in love but also in business. With her father, an accountant, helping Bernie expand his network, the couple quickly built what would become a massive financial empire. Ruth wasn't just a wife. She was deeply involved in their business, helping to manage their company's image and overseeing their personal finances. They started with a small investment firm, but over the years, it grew into one of the most prestigious in the industry. As their wealth soared, so did their lifestyle. Ruth and Bernie moved into an extravagant mansion in Long Island and fully embraced the high society life. Ruth, always polished and elegant, became a fixture in elite circles. She mastered the art of social grace and was often seen as the epitome of a perfect wife and mother. For years, Ruth maintained this image, but everything shattered when Bernie's Ponzi scheme was exposed, leaving countless investors in financial ruin. Questions quickly arose. How much did Ruth know? Was she just an innocent bystander? Or had she been complicit in the deception? When the Madoff empire came crashing down, Ruth's world unraveled. The woman once surrounded by wealth and power found herself facing poverty and public shame. Her assets were frozen, and she was left with little more than government assistance. The once admired Ruth Madoff became a figure of scorn, criticized and ostracized by the same society that had once embraced her. Even though Bernie was imprisoned, Ruth stayed in contact with him, visiting him and seeking comfort despite the chaos they caused. Their relationship, once built on mutual success, now struggled under the weight of betrayal and destruction. In the end, Ruth had to accept a settlement, giving up most of her fortune in exchange for keeping a small portion of her assets. Despite this, her life remains challenging, filled with isolation, public scorn, and financial difficulty. The victims of Bernie's scheme hold Ruth responsible too, believing she should pay for the devastation her family brought upon them. Anna Murdoch. Let's explore the fascinating life of Anna Murdoch, the second wife of media mogul Rupert Murdoch, and how her journey reveals the immense challenges faced by women married to powerful men. Born into a modest family in Scotland, Anna's life took a dramatic turn when she married Rupert. What seemed like a fairy tale soon turned into a turbulent relationship, ultimately leading to divorce. Anna was a young, passionate journalist when she crossed paths with Rupert Murdoch, a rising heir to a media empire. Their marriage in 1967 marked the beginning of an eventful journey, not just in their personal lives, but in Rupert's business world as well. Anna, with her sharp intellect and calm wisdom, became a key player in the growth of News Corp. Her influence and advice were crucial as Rupert's ambition grew, helping turn the company into a media powerhouse. Together, they raised 3 children, Lachlan, James, and Elizabeth, in a lively and dynamic environment. Under their guidance, the children not only pursued successful careers, but also carried significant social responsibilities. Yet, behind the public image of a powerful couple, their marriage was tested by the pressures of work, power struggles, and rumors of infidelity. Despite being an essential part of Murdoch's empire, Anna's contributions were often overshadowed by the challenges of being married to such a powerful figure. As the media empire expanded, so did the criticisms of Rupert's sensationalist newspapers. Through it all, Anna stood by her husband, but cracks began to show in the relationship as time wore on. By the 1990s, their marriage, once seen as invincible, started to crumble. It wasn't a dramatic scandal that broke them, but rather the slow erosion of love over time. In April 1998, after 31 years of marriage, Rupert and Anna announced their divorce, shocking the world. The primary cause was Rupert's affair with Wendi Deng, which deeply hurt Anna and ultimately led to the end of their marriage. This was not just the collapse of a personal relationship, but the end of an era in the Murdoch empire. Following the divorce, Anna described her life as a nightmare, filled with sadness and mental anguish. But she was determined to rebuild her life. She eventually remarried William Mann, a kind and gentle man who brought her the peace and happiness she had long sought. Though she stepped away from the media empire, Anna continued to keep an eye on her children's future, hoping they could forge their own paths without being weighed down by their father's legacy. Anna Murdoch's journey is a testament to the strength, resilience, and wisdom of a woman who navigated the highs and lows of being married to one of the world's most powerful men. We've just uncovered 8 captivating stories from the hidden, often tumultuous lives of billionaire wives. What do you think about the challenges these women face in their high-profile worlds? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our latest content. We'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned.